Yeah, I don't want to party like it's 1999. I want to go grocery shopping like it's 1999.
Oh, forget it.
Oh, man, it's crazy. All right, Bitcoin today. Today's Wednesday, April 2nd, and right now Bitcoin's 86,419. What you're looking at here are the weekly candles from 2017. You can see everything's just fine, and we're probably going to, well, we don't know. This year's been a little crazy and everything, but it's fine. Long term, we're good. The year-end price of 2024 was 93,000, and now the current price is, well, right around 87,000. So far this year, we're down 7%. But let's not forget this chart. This is the Bitcoin yearly candles. You have 3 greens and a red, 3 greens and a red, 3 greens and a red. And so we're going to have a third green this year. I mean, unless something absolutely insane happens, we're going to have a green year this year, and we're going to go really, really high. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. Yeah, and here's Saylor saying, do not sell your Bitcoin during this shakeout. 444,000 is happening sooner than you think. Yeah, guys, this is the equivalent of where we are. This is not a big deal. Huge correction, not a big deal. It happens. Happens every cycle. Not a big deal. Yeah, simpler is better. Thou shalt not sell thy Bitcoin. Yeah, and the Bitcoin hash ribbons just flashed a buy signal on the 10-day chart. The higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. So, look, regardless of the price action, all the technical aspects of Bitcoin are saying that, yeah, we're still in a bull run. We're going to go higher and everything. So this buy signal just flashed. I mean, there's a million of these things, but yeah, this is Saylor saying that Bitcoin's market cap will eventually reach $500 trillion. Right now, it's less than $2 trillion. So, and because of that, I wrote this post because I figured out that when Bitcoin has a $500 trillion market cap, the price of one Bitcoin will be around $23 million. Yeah, so just think, you can buy Bitcoin today for $86,000. And, it might take 10 years or 15 years or even 20 years to get to 23 million. My goodness, guys, that's a 28,244% gain from today. Guys, so don't think it's over. Don't think you're late. Come on, man. Woof. All right, and Senator Lummis says the USA should pass the Bitcoin Act to buy 1 million Bitcoin. They've been talking about this for a long time. At some point, they're going to do this, right? They're definitely going to do this. I mean, the government's busy now doing all kinds of other good stuff. So, but anyway, this is happening. And once they do it, everyone else in the world is going to do it. Then it's simply a supply and demand issue. Here's another big win. The FDIC just dropped its 2022 rule requiring banks to get pre-approval before engaging with crypto-related activities. Yeah, so this is a huge step forward towards innovation and adoption. Yeah, basically it just lets banks do what they want. If they want to deal with Bitcoin or crypto, go ahead. The federal government is not saying anymore, oh, you can't do that and everything. They're letting things happen, which is good. It's more free market style, although it's not quite a free market, but it's going that direction, so that's good. Now, this is pretty big news, guys. Listen to this. In his annual letter to investors, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink writes, if the U.S. doesn't get its debt under control, if the deficits keep ballooning, America risks losing that position of the world reserve currency to digital assets like Bitcoin. Yeah, and by the way, it's not any other digital asset. It's Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin's the only one that's going to be the world reserve currency. Everyone knows that, right? But just that he said that, don't forget, 16 months ago, this guy was so against Bitcoin. Everyone was against Bitcoin. Bitcoin was terrible, awful, drug dealers, money laundering, everything, right? It was the most awful thing in the world. And now Larry Fink, the BlackRock CEO, is saying that if the U.S. doesn't get its debt under control, it risks losing the position of global reserve currency to Bitcoin. Just the fact that he said this is huge. Oh, and also, BTC Isla is having their Bitcoin Fit Games 2025 on Isla Mujeres. Yeah, so I will, Bitcoin Fit Games. This is going to be great. If you want to go, October 2nd to the 4th, 2025. And this is Isabella, friend of the show. She's the one doing it. This is in Mexico, by the way, Mexico, Isla Mujeres. So, guys, if you're young and strong, let's go. Come on, sign up. Let's go. And this is when you don't let the pizza rolls cool down. There's some funny faces. Anyway, subscribe to the channel while you're thinking about it, if you'd like to. And let's get into some US dollar and government nonsense, because Bitcoin solves these issues. You know what? When I talk about the US dollar nonsense and the government nonsense, this is to help you understand that Bitcoin's great and that the US dollar is horrible. And you have to understand both sides of that coin to understand why Bitcoin is so great. That's why I cover this. But the other thing this does for my channel, it gets me shadow banned. So if you can help out, if you can, subscribe, and if you can share some of my video, I don't know what you can do. I don't know what you want to do. Do whatever you feel, but my channel is being literally shadow banned because I speak out against the government in a big way, which other people don't do. Most Bitcoin channels don't do that at all. So anyway, Goldman Sachs raises the U.S. recession odds to 35%. Yeah, so it's very possible this year and or next year we might get into a bad recession. It's possible, and I hope you're prepared. You should get prepared if you're not prepared. So anyway, the best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he's in a prison. And that's the United States. That's the world. Any country that has basically an authoritarian government, which all governments are authoritarian. All governments, they're keeping you in a prison. They don't want you to know you're in a prison, though. So they, give you some bread and cakes, whatever, to keep you pacified. But you have to understand you're in a prison. And Marge Simpson asks, what position is this? And the yoga teacher says, the American taxpayer. Yeah, exactly. Why are we paying taxes? Anyway, I'm not even going to go off. But I thought this was amazing to know. On March 31st, this guy posts, as of today, $100 of gold weighs less than a $100 bill. And this is because the price of gold is going up, right? Gold's getting more valuable. And so a $100 US $100 bill weighs 1 gram. Now $100 of gold weighs 0.983 grams. Yeah, and the US no longer issues bills larger than $100. Yeah, so this means gold is actually a more efficient means of transferring value in the physical world than US dollar bills. Hey, it's a fact. Anyway, I thought this was just pretty funny. It's sort of like it's just the fact that $100 of gold weighs less than a $100 bill. I thought that was pretty interesting. But of course, Bitcoin's better than all that. Yeah, and avoid this at all costs, okay? Go to school, find a job, pay off debt, climb the ladder, vacation for 2 weeks, pay off mortgage, and die. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. And there's one thing in the world that gives you the opportunity to live a better life than this, and it's called Bitcoin. So if you're new, you better start learning about Bitcoin now. You don't have a lot of time now. I mean, you can get in whenever you want, and you're going to do well, but the sooner you learn, the better. And it's all about learning, right? Don't take advice from me or anyone. You need to learn. You need to read some books. The Bitcoin Standard, start with that one. And you need to learn, and because you don't want this to be your life, guys. Okay? Yeah, and I keep forgetting this happened. Remember when the politicians were bribing you with a burger and fries to take the that vaccine? Remember that? I forgot about this. Remember, he's on TV. Oh, the burger's so good. And, you just get the shot, you get a free burger and fries. Remember that? I remember also you got a free donut at some places if you get... I mean, guys, do you remember this happened? This is insane. And now, of course, they know that the COVID shot did horrible things to people. People are suffering. It's a horrible vaccine. It's not even a vaccine. And people are suffering to this day, every day. People are suffering because they got the shot. People are dying because they got the shot. It's one of the most horrible things ever done to humanity. And but this was what we had. Bribing people with food. My God, governments are horrible. All right, let's talk about NOSTR for a second, because I wrote this post to spur some conversation on NOSTR, because I really want to see NOSTR grow, and it's not growing very much. It is grassroots, so it's going to take a long time anyway, but at the same time, the experience on NOSTR is not always the greatest, and a lot of people join NOSTR and they never go back because they get there and they're like, what do I do? This is okay, it's fine, but it's not great. And they leave. So I'm trying to figure out how to make NOSTR better so people can use, more people can use NOSTR. And so I posted this as sort of a joke. Guys, come on, don't criticize NOSTR. It's perfect. The retention of new people is perfect. The outreach and marketing is perfect. The YouTube clone app is perfect. The TikTok clone app is perfect. Accept it and shut up already. But so I'm going to link to this post because we had some good discussions under this post. I want you to know. So if you're not on NOSTR, check it out. Get on NOSTR. It's free. It's a protocol that's decentralized and censorship resistant. It's very much like Bitcoin. It's freedom for the people, where no one can ban you, no one can censor you, all that. NOSTR's great. NOSTR's the second greatest thing in the world to Bitcoin. So but NOSTR is very new, and it's, there are a lot of apps. There are a lot of good apps too, but a lot of functionality. It sometimes it doesn't work. It's clunky, but it does integrate the Lightning Network. So you can zap people. Like here, look, you can go to my post and you can click on this right here and you can zap me some Satoshis for this post. So NOSTR's awesome. It integrates Bitcoin Lightning Network, and it's a great protocol. And I kind of make fun of it a little, and I kind of try to push the buttons of people because I don't know why, but when you criticize NOSTR, people on NOSTR don't like it. And it's like, dude, if we're going to make this thing better, we have to talk about it. Like, for real, talk about it. Not just, pat each other on the back and say, oh, how great NOSTR is. No, it's not great yet. It's good. It's a good start. All right, and this is the legend of going to bed at a reasonable hour. Have you ever read this book? A Major Test of Strength. Yeah. So this is my personal website, but because I wanted to tell you, I'm still working on my book. It's going really well, but it's taken time, but I'm enjoying the process. The other thing is I recently started doing intermittent fasting. I had done it previously, and it works great for me. It's where you eat, every day you eat within an 8-hour period, and the other 16 hours, you don't eat anything. You just drink water, basically. And it lets your body digest everything because, yeah. So anyway, works great for me. I just started it 2 days ago, and it's great, so I'm feeling better. This is our website here. You can actually click donate if you want to support me. But like I said, probably sharing my stuff is better to support me that way. And don't forget on YouTube, I set this up, but not many people are doing it. But you can join a membership. I think it's like $3 a month or $5 a month if you want to support on YouTube. So that's it. That's it for today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Barry loves it. Barry's here with me. So that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.